Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome President Chris Godek. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, we've got about 10 people so far, 13 participants actually. So we are recording this and we'll be placing this under the events in COVID-19 for anybody that is interested. President Chris Godek wanted to hold a brief call with all of our supporters, past exhibitors, to thank them. So we put this together and we put together a brief agenda to go over our events that are upcoming, opportunities to support NDA in the industry, as well as a little bit of information about annual convention next year, which is in New Orleans, March 4th through the 7th. So welcome everybody. Welcome President Godek. I'll hand the floor over to you.
Hey, hey gang, how are we today? As Jeff said, I just wanted to take a few minutes, maybe a little longer. I noticed Drew's on the meeting, so it might go a little longer than a few minutes. To just say, we came off the convention and then, the poop kind of hit the fan. So I just want to say thanks to everybody. I know I've spoken with a few of you over the last few weeks or so, texts, phone calls. I know we're all in the same boat. We are equal parts putting our heads down and pushing through this, and equal parts wondering what happens next, and what fate holds in store for us. So that was first off was a big thank you. The convention was a massive success. Thanks to all of you, sponsors, vendors, or whatever role you want to call yourself. Huge thank you to Jeff and his team. Ryan and Natalie's on the call. I don't know if Eric's on the call. But everybody really worked hard and made this event a massive success. So, Jeff, I'm just trying to find my agenda for our meeting here.
Sure.
I can forward it to you, Chris, if you want.
I got it.
Okay.
One of the greatest things about this association is our ability to come together and, as I've said multiple times, share common ground and stories and things that we've all been through. And when you end up talking to somebody, you find out that they went through a similar situation. This is one situation I don't think any of us have been through before. So I thought it'd be great just to sit and have a call for a little bit and go over a few things. So Jeff, do you want to start off with the Demolition Austin?
Sure. As Chris mentioned, we had a very successful convention. We outpaced our numbers from last Con Expo in 2017 by almost 250 attendees. We ended the show with 946 attendees. We had 84 exhibitors compared to 57 in 2017, the last Con Expo. So we grew by more than 25%. And in comparison, last year we had 89 exhibitors. So I know Ryan Leach is on the call. Big tip of the hat to him. The big news is this year we grew live demo from 16 participants and 24 pieces of machinery in 2019 to 20 participants and 30 pieces of machinery in 2020. Education was a huge draw for us again this year. We hosted a pre-conference superintendent boot camp. We had 48 students and 9 companies participate in the hands-on portion of the training at Live Demolition. So big thanks to our education committee and of course Lindsay Sullivan, our director of education here at NDA, for their hard work in putting that together. Just a few quick stats for you from our attendee survey. 28% of the people that attended this year were first-time attendees. 55% of attendees had 15 or more years experience in the industry, and almost 2/3 of attendees were C-suite or owners. And to put that into perspective in terms of the companies that were present, 80% have a budget of $1 million or above for equipment purchases. Exhibitors, 44% felt 44% of attendees felt that exhibitors were extremely important or very important to their attending convention, and another 33% said it's important to their decision. So they are actively coming to our conference to seek out exhibitors and new products. So I just wanted to give that brief overview for you guys. I know that Natalie, who's on the call, as well as Ryan, will talk a little bit about Demolition New Orleans. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Jeff. So, all great news every year. We keep saying, I don't want to be that guy, but, our live demo keeps getting better and better. Huge, it's a huge kudos to everybody that participates, especially our sponsors and vendors and people that bring equipment there, down to guys dropping fencing. So next is our Demolition New Orleans. Natalie and Ryan are going to talk a little bit about that. As of right now, we are still on. We want to make that loud and clear that we are pushing forward, and we have every intention to have the show. Natalie, you want to start off?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I apologize if you guys can hear some yard work noise happening in the background or dogs barking. It's kind of a little bit noisy here, so I apologize for that. But so Demolition New Orleans, March 4th through 7th, 2021. And with that footprint, that would put live demo on Friday, March 5th, with exhibit hall days the 6th and the 7th, and pre-cons the days previous on the 4th. So that it will be at the Hilton Riverside and Memorial Convention Center in New Orleans. We are still on track to launch registration in October, early October, and with that, we would also launch our hotel link and room block as well. Booth selection will happen in August, and in terms of a live demo location, we're in the process of sourcing that. The convention committee is working on figuring out some options for us right now. So we should have that later this summer. The theme will build upon, we're not quite ready to release the full name of everything yet. We're in the process of doing that right now, but it is building upon kind of where we have been, where we are now, and where we're going. And I know that Scott Laird, our convention chair this year, is really excited about some things that we're going to be doing this year. So Ryan, do you want to add anything about the booth selection process or the prospectus or anything?
Yeah, so thanks, Natalie. And just to echo what Chris and Jeff and Natalie have all said, first, just a huge thank you. Again, the stats that Jeff gave, the success that we had in Demolition Austin, were all thanks to, the people on this call and, the exhibitors, sponsors, and attendees that have continued to, to really bring NDA back to where we want it to be. So just a huge thank you. As far as Demolition New Orleans, as Natalie said, we are moving forward. Obviously, this is kind of a crazy time for everyone. The one benefit that NDA in general has on our side is the benefit of time. We are moving forward with, traditionally how we always have, where we will be having our space selection event for all those who have returned to booth contract. That'll actually be the first Wednesday of September. It is scheduled for September 2nd. Anyone who's returned to contract by mid-August will be eligible to participate and select their booth for Demolition New Orleans. We have that scheduled for September 2nd. That's the Wednesday before Labor Day weekend this year, and we are moving forward with that. Also, to Natalie and Jeff's point, we're going to be coming out much earlier than we have in previous years with some live demo information for Demolition New Orleans. While we are still finalizing some details of the location, some of the logistics, that go into that event. We've just had a ton of outreach from companies who want to participate. We're looking at new opportunities for companies who haven't been able to participate in the past, be able to participate this year. To Chris's point, something we're very proud of is just the success and growth of live demo year over year, and we want as many companies to participate and who want to participate to be able to. So in years past, we've kind of waited till the end of summer to be able to send out contracts, to be able to send out further information. We're in the process of finalizing that and being able to get that information out to vendors much sooner. So within the next few weeks, we will have significantly more information than we've been able to provide in the past as far as being able to participate and sign up for that live demo event in New Orleans. And then obviously, once we finalize location and some of the additional details and logistics, we'll be providing that as well. And I think that's all I have as of now for Demolition New Orleans.
Thanks, Ryan. So we'll move on. Are there any questions from anybody regarding Demolition New Orleans?
Hey, Chris, just one final note. NDA did win an award, a national award for our show from an organization, Trade Show Executive, which they're the professional association for trade shows. So we won an award for our 2019 convention and fastest 50 in terms of growth. We're very proud of that. There was a press release we put out a couple of weeks back, but just wanted to make sure I tip the hat to our efforts these last few years with live demo and being recognized industry-wide.
Thanks, Jeff. Anybody else have any questions on Demolition New Orleans or New Orleans Demolition? All right. Additional opportunities, Jeff and Ryan. This is something you guys was on your docket. Just so everybody here knows, our summer, I'm sure you've seen our summer meeting. We have decided to postpone, not cancel our summer meeting. It's just going to be a year later. So Jeff, Jeff or Ryan, do you want to talk about Leadership Forum fall and winter?
Sure. So our fall leadership forum is September 18th. We'll be in Nashville, and our winter leadership forum will be in Key West in Florida, immediately following the first of the year. That information will go live on the website once registration opens. But it's an additional opportunity to network with our leadership, with other C-suite executives in the demolition industry that attend education sessions as well. So if you haven't attended one of our leadership forums, I would encourage you to take a look at doing that. We additionally have a couple of education sessions coming up at the end of September and then in October for our Foundations of Demolition training series. We do have sponsorships available for both the leadership forums and the education sessions. And additionally, as we go forward, sponsorship opportunities include e-blasts. We have a podcast. Our magazine is another opportunity for folks to engage outside of Demolition New Orleans. So if you are interested in promoting and getting your message out there, we have opportunities available. And Ryan, I'll let you sort of step in here if you have any additional comments on that.
Yeah, so just to follow up on what Jeff said, we've had, obviously this is a crazy time for everyone within the industry. There's people I think now are looking to kind of industry experts and content leaders now more than ever. So we have, thank you to the many companies who have reached out and provided us, not just on COVID-19 and everything going on, but just staying top of mind, best practices moving forward. There's been so much content provided by our membership that we've been able to post on our website, been able to kind of stay top of mind in the, within the industry and updates, like Jeff said. And to his point, we do have many outlets that we have to really kind of stay top of mind with our membership. Like you said, the Demolition Magazine, our new NDA podcast, and some electronic opportunities as well. And again, we are looking, just for the best content that we're able to provide for our membership. And, again, a huge thank you to all of you who have reached out and provided this, expertise up to this point. And as this whole situation continues to evolve, there will just be more and more opportunities, along those lines. So again, thank you to those who have already provided it. And again, not just waiting until, the beginning of next year for Demolition New Orleans, there are opportunities in the meantime to really continue to drive that for the NDA membership.
And Ryan, I just want to add that information about Demolition New Orleans is up on the website. The exhibitor form is up there if you go to events, and then there's also an orange sidebar on our main page that has Demolition New Orleans listed. We have a new video that we put up, so check that out. We also have the exhibit form that is currently up, and you do need to exhibit in the exhibit hall for consideration of live demo, to sign up for live demo. So if you're interested in doing that, please check out our website again, Demolition New Orleans. Ryan's contact information is on there. There is exhibit booth space contract that's up there, so you can sign up now. And one final thing I did want to mention in terms of the hotel and the current situation that we are in, contractually, NDA is in a very good place. Should the need come up to push back the meeting, as Ryan said, we are later in the winter. We're in March, so it's a very good place for us. And should the need arise, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll be able to push this forward and adjust as needed. So NDA is in a very good place with our hotel and our contracts, and that includes all of our meetings. So we are hopeful in the next couple of weeks that we will start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. But NDA is in a very good position with all of our events. So thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Jeff. Is there any questions regarding those opportunities or anything that Jeff or Ryan just brought up? No? All right. Next item is just a something I could use a little help on. What we are doing here at the NDA is, once this all started, I had asked Jeff that we make sure we publish or reach out with as much pertinent information as we could. So that didn't mean, we really try to hold the line on being efficient with the amount of information we put out, not adding more COVID-19 stuff to your email. And I think we've done a really good job at that. Thanks to Jeff and Natalie and Eric. But one of the things that we decided early on was that we weren't going to limit our information as much as possible to just members. We're going to make stuff to non-members as well. So that way, in times like this, I think the whole industry needs to come together. So what we're asking is, if you have any pertinent information of somebody doing something new or trying something new or something that's helping the industry with regards to what the nation's going through right now, any intelligence that's fair and non-proprietary that we can share with other members and non-members, and any information or stuff that you guys need from us is there. We're a phone call or an email away to make sure that we're connected and involved and collaborating, trying to get through this as best we can. And one of the big things that we're finding, and I don't know, Jeff, you could speak to this a little bit, but we just sent out new membership stuff, so we'll get a handle on how that's going to go. I think we'll be fine. I think most of our numbers are up even through this right now, so it's all good stuff. And the biggest thing is just speaking and continuing our outreach and helping us get the word out and continue to help contractors, demolition contractors, abatement contractors. site contractors, whoever they are that share commonality with our work. So that was my quick little 2 minutes on that. I don't know if anybody had any questions or comments about what I just said about working together and reaching out with each other.
Yeah, Chris, I just have a brief thing. We did get one question on technology that eliminates paper tickets from jobs. And I believe this is from Barry. If you do have any information on paper tickets, elimination thereof, please forward to me, Jay Lambert at demolitionassociation.com. This information, of course, is not framed in terms of selling a particular product, but more along the lines of just new technologies. We'd be happy to post that on our COVID-19 resources page. As Chris mentioned, a lot of you even on this call have forwarded various pieces of information that we've curated and then posted on our COVID-19 resources page. So I would encourage you to reach out again. My email is jlambert@demolitionassociation.com. And I would finally say, we did a member survey, which is posted on our website as well. We had 117 participants, and normally when we send out member surveys, we're lucky to get like 80 participants after leaving it open for a month or 6 weeks. After a week and a half, we got 117 members that responded. Of those 117, only one was unsure about renewing their membership next year. So that kind of backs what Chris was saying in terms of our membership. Our members are here. They see the value, they see the long-term benefits, and they're gonna stick with the industry in these times, and stick with their membership. And as Chris was mentioning, anything you can forward along, but the best way to support the industry is to get involved, pass along any information, continue to support our committees and our members, renew your membership, support our events, support sponsorships, exhibits, stuff that you're already doing. It means so much to us. And as we come out of this on the other side, our members are going to be ready to work. I know right now, anecdotally, and then even through our survey, job sites are paused, but folks are still getting work, and it is adding to their backlog. So I think when we get out of this, you're going to see members immediately switch back. So a little bit of a silver lining to everything that's going on here, but thank you, Chris, and thanks everybody for your support.
Hey, so anyway, I'd like to see every one of you at a better time. We could actually have a beer together, or drink, take your pick. But anytime, any questions, you guys have been here for us for a long time, and we're here. We want to try to pay that back any way we can. So any information, any confusion, anything that you're just not sure of, reach out to us. We want to be here for you as much as you guys have been here for us in the past. Keep you up to date on any changes, anything that happens. We will make sure everybody's updated as quickly and as succinctly as possible. One thing we want is as much transparency as we can have with everybody involved. Again, thanks for your time today. I hope we didn't take up too much of it. And if that's all, Jeff, I'm ready to log off and get back to answering COVID-19 phone calls and emails. So everybody take care, be safe, take care of each other. Thank you.
Thank you.